I know everybody's saying not this thing again, but any request anybody has that might help me determine what this is, I'm going to fill. And this person asked me to give him some nice, still, different angles on this. And maybe I can put a little better light on it. So here's the one angle. And this in the front here is all assumption, the front of the mouth, because it gets wider as it goes back. So that's why you see how close to the front of the mouth this indentation is. And that's what I'm going to call it for now, because some people are convinced that these are eye sockets. And to me, well, I have to turn it over. This is the top. This we're looking as though we're upside down. So this is the top, and this is the top. I'm assuming it's the top jaw, but they want different stills of it. So that's what we're going to do. Give them every possible angle. Now we'll go in and take a closer look. I get that damn reflection from that light on here. I guess there's no way around that. There. And you can see, as I said, there's that the side is real smooth, and then there's that piece of bone or whatever left over at the which would be the top of this. Which was the bottom in the picture, but it would be the top. And go over top, and there's you're looking down the hole. Let me get this. That's the tooth that's missing. This is the front of the jaw. And then we come on these tusk-like affairs. Well, I shouldn't say that. I promised I wouldn't call them that. And then here's the back of the jaw. Now it doesn't appear as though, because of the nature of how close these teeth are together, it appears as though that is on both sides truly the last two teeth. Okay, we'll turn this once again. This is the upper jaw. Here's the front. We go along the side. There's the back. And here you see that there's plenty of distance between here and there that if there were another tooth it would show up. And then we have apparently just 4 molars on each side. That doesn't seem like a lot of teeth, but that appears the same on the front. It appears that that is all there is of this jaw. And then here's looking at the back of it. Now I'll turn this over. Now this is probably where my hand is the front, and then this is the back. Now this is one of the things that I find extremely interesting, and I'm hoping that this will be another one of those defining characteristics, and that is this bone right here. You can see how much higher it is than the rest of it. And that ought to be another one of its defining characteristics. Now, I doubt that's a brain cavity because wouldn't make any sense for the brain to be split that far in half, well, on both sides. But it appears that it's so structurally sound that it probably had some ligaments or tendons attached to it to help it with either an extremely large proboscis of some kind, large nose, or it performed another function that I am totally at a loss to guess. And then here again on the side are those cavities. We'll call them cavities now. And on this one, you can see where there's actual bone or something here, or a remnant of what these were made of, and then the inside is perfectly smooth. And you get the same thing from the other side, except there appears to be more of this bony material on the top of this, and this is every bit as smooth as the other side. And we'll back off from that a little. Give you a broader perspective. Give you a better shot of this thing, whatever this is. So I'll give you that still shot. And there went just a pen. And this thing is roughly from start to back, is why I wanted to have a ruler there, but I forgot. But it's within a half an inch of 9 inches from here to here. But this is the thing that I hope, if somebody can define it and tell me where that is. I look at all these pictures of skulls, and I keep finding more and more and more pictures of skulls, but the tops are on them, so you can't see in to see if they have one of these things or not. The front. Now it seems strange. This is all bone. Very few animals have that much bone in there. And then this, I'm saying this is some kind of passage, because you can see this slit that goes right down the middle of this thing. And if we look at the slit from the other angle, you can see that there are passages in it, whether they serve as sinus balancers, or whether they go up to the ears, or just what they are for, I don't know. But then there's plenty of other little holes in it that might have been blood vessels. But there's a really good picture of that object. It's bone there, and see what the purpose of it is, I have no idea. Well, I hope that this helped. We'll take a look on each side. This is why I don't think these were eye sockets, because the ones that I've seen eye sockets all have something up here, and often it goes down there, but the socket itself opens up to go directly to the brain. These the sockets would be pointing directly down into the jaw. Uh, that's why I'm of the belief that these contain some big tooth-like structure or some tusk-like structure, but I really don't know. And I'll give her one more turn around. Try to hold it as steady as I can. to get as many angles as possible. And we'll go from here around to the other one and show how they appear on the other side. If we still were going around, they would come out right next to the up in front of on this side in front of the first tooth, and then go all the way behind the third tooth. So I hope that this has helped somebody. I wish I had models of these I could send out, because it's really hard to get the 3D perspective. But I thank you again, everybody, for their time, because until this enigma's resolved, this mystery solved, I'm afraid I'm going to bore a lot of you. Thanks again.